Hello Danny, Victor here. So this is the S350 diesel. Danny, I want to show you a situation here, what I was texting you about, just real quick. Now first of all, I took the airbox out. It seems like the flap here, the one that's on the airbox, I forgot the technical name. I don't really work on diesels, but this thing is it's a airflow meter in a way. So this thing, I don't know if it was disconnected or not, but when I took the filter off, this was just hanging there. So I don't know if it was actually connected. So I'll obviously connect it back. The vacuum situation. So I got another splice to come in, because this is obviously not a solution. I'm going to show you a couple of vacuum lines readings here, so you know what's happening. So basically, this is going to the vacuum control valve, which is down there, that connects to the high pressure pump and the gas pedal and all that. That controls your pressure, so on the vacuum to transmission and what have you. So that is still there. It is leaking just slightly, so let me just vacuum it up. You see it's dropping. It's not, I mean, well, it is leak, you know, it's just leaks a little bit. Let's see if but it still kind of holds on more or less. So that, I guess we can leave that for now. It's important for transmission shift. The next line is accessory line, which is the one that is most problematic, but it is in working condition, so that's good news. See which one we're talking about. And then I'm also going to show you, this is interior accessories. This is our HVAC system and all that stuff. So that one, pumping it up. As you can see, this one holds, and this is really good news, because we do want that vacuum storage tank to have vacuum. So this one's steady, this one stays steady, very nice. So the storage tank and the rest of the vacuum past the storage tank seems to be good, very nice. I'm really happy about this. Now the transducers they call them, or something like that, I don't know. Basically they're valves, but they just release some vacuum into the atmosphere from time to time. And let me show you what's happening here. Okay, so these are the transducers. I tried to clean them up, I took them apart, clean them up, but one became good, the other one unfortunately not so much. Now what we need to do here is, you know what, let me block off. Let me block, oh, look at that, I found the washer there. I don't know what this thing is doing there, but I'll pull it out. Let me block off a line real quick. This camera is horrible, I'm sorry guys. This is just, come on now, just undo this hose. So I'm gonna use it as a block. This is basically supply line for your EGR. No wait, is this EGR? No, this is wastegate. Yeah, this is wastegate. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna block off the consumers, and then we're going to do the vacuum check with a piece of vacuum hose here. Let's see if I can get this one off. Okay, so like I said, I'm doing it with one hand, so bear with me. These are leaking vacuum. So basically the bleed will happen on the bottom there, and then what we need to know is the cutoff, and that's the way I understand how they work. This one is not holding anything, it bleeds right off the vacuum. You can hear it. Not good. This is a wastegate. This is important stuff. I mean, you can't have wastegate transducer to give you this. And also, I mean, it might be okay, but if it leaks vacuum, then the whole supply of vacuum in the storage tank would get depleted, so we don't have an extra vacuum stored if this keeps bleeding off. That's my point on this. Second one, this is just to block it, so we get this pipe to show us now vacuum. As you can see, this one bleeds way slower. So when the pump is pumping, it will remain. And now there it goes. See, it starts to bleed faster. So I would replace them. Unfortunately, see, it's not reaching 0.5 bars even with a single pump. This is EGR. So as you can see, I would rather replace these valves for good measure. EGR valve next. Now EGR valve sits over here. See, EGR valve here, and just gonna undo this connection here. I'm gonna see with our EGR situation. I'm using the same nipple here, so the same connector, because you saw that it does not leak. So it's also rubber. So here is the EGR. It activates, I can hear it, but the more I pump, vacuum does not rise, and it bleeds off. So it works, but obviously membrane is tired. You can see it's coming down. So I would replace the EGR valve as well. So those two transducers, the EGR valve, that's just to get our vacuum. Now the reason I'm stressing this is that because my Mr. Coors Light, no, not a commercial, just long day. And this is an easy job, so the way I'm stressing this is that because when we have our main vacuum supply from the vacuum pump branch off, if we have a leak, then obviously our vacuum storage tank is not being filled with vacuum. If that's not filled with vacuum, HVAC does not work. And if you need, let's say, a sudden vacuum supply to open or close a wastegate, or you want to open and close your which one is that, a wastegate? Let me see. That one is up there. That's gotta be a wastegate there, yeah. So if we have a sudden demand and as a vacuum storage tank is not filled, then something could possibly go wrong, like the EGR or wastegate or whatnot. They won't open fast enough. We're gonna have an issue then. So we cannot have that. That's important stuff. So yeah, I believe it is a wastegate, yeah, or turbo activation or what have you. Like I said, I'm not really big into diesels, so don't, you know, give me a little slack here. But from what I see and the way it is, that is what I understand how it works. That's gotta be wastegate, because there is nothing really else here. This is EGR, yep, that's for sure. But this is what we are. I'm going to get these parts, transducers first, and the EGR. Wastegate holds though, that's a good thing. Actually, I'll show you. That's a good thing. This is your wastegate, right? Plug it in. Pumping. I actually feel that this vacuum is being created. Okay, so you can see the gauge is steady. It's good news. That is really good news. So it's stationary. I'm not holding anything, as you can see. The gauge is by itself. So that is really nice. That's good news. So this is where we are. That is my quick understanding of diesel situation here. Like I said, don't go harsh on me on these, because like I don't really work on diesels. I just want it to run properly, and because my objective here is to get vacuum system done, so I get the HVAC to work right, flaps. I have to go here because all of these lines, they're all connected with each other, so we have to have all of that working. Vacuum pump, that's good news. It works really good. It creates a lot of vacuum, just right on the spec. The fan is removed, as you can see. I'm gonna replace fan clutch. That thing is a mess. Show you real quick. Okay, as you can see, bimetallic spring has been gone for the longest time ever. It's supposed to be another plate here, and it's supposed to be, I don't even know what it is. I can't even see anything. It's got to be here. See the opening here. This is where the pin was to activate a fan clutch, so that's pretty much gone.